Hey guys, and welcome to my video. So actually this video I was waiting a lot of time so I can make it, because I had to learn Warden so much in these days. So actually it took some time, so my bad on this one, but actually I had to learn everything about first spec, second spec and third spec for sure, so I can make this video and I can guide you to in a good way. So anyway, don't forget to subscribe, like the video. Let's begin this, guys. So first thing we can talk about, all the three specs is so good. If I will say third spec and compared to other two, so first spec I can say on the rotation is the easier one between all of them. It's doing a great damage and a great damage, and I can say it's safe enough for sure. If I will talk about Guardian, so I will say Guardian is the hardest between all of them, because it have a lot of things you can make mistakes on, and if you do this you will lose a lot of damage and a lot of your DPS. So it's the hardest between the three of them. And actually third spec I can say, or I can put it on the second place, it's a bit harder than the, I can say, brainless madness spec for sure, the first spec. But this one a bit having some small use for the head, but it's not a big deal, it's easy and it have so high burst, and I can say more than both of them. But actually I can say also Guardian have some good burst if you do Divine Strike, and it go for high damage at early stage. So whatever, first thing when you start with the rotation, so going for first spec, second spec, then third spec, so I can make this video for all of them together. So let's begin with first spec first. So starting to talk about first spec, everything is about this frenzy stance. So all what I need to go for frenzy stance, whatever I need. So I have some skills like that, V and 4, so it can make me help, or can help me to go for this, and also this E can help me to go to the frenzy stance. So all what I need is going for this and begin to do my damage there. So the small point about this character, or this spec especially, so your Z for sure is doing your Mystic badge, and for your V is doing your Paragon Soul badge, and for your 4 is doing your bracelet. Also you have 3, but after you go for the frenzy stance, also going for bracelet. So what you need for sure is to make your bracelet always working, so you can do your damage, and with your soul flare, so you can do your mystic damage also, and with your V for your badge, because all of them is increasing a lot of your skills, or I can say your right clicks, so you can do high damage with this. So how to go with this? So simply talisman ZV4, so I can go for tab, then 3, and begin to right click and F, and I will go like this all the way. Just if I need my 3 I will use it again. And actually if you are fighting with something away from training the dummy, because I'm fighting with training dummy here, so normally after using my 3 and someone hit me, I will have a skill with my 1, so I can do a lot of damage with this. And that's something maybe you will see here will make this spec not doing that much damage, but don't worry, I will make a target doing the damage for me, so or attacking me, so I can use this skill, so I can show you the DPS with this also how it will go. If you are using simple mode, so if I will use this, so I will have to go like this, that V4 tab, normally 3, and just right click, because if this will happen on this, so I don't have any problems. For sure what I need to focus on after this is using my 3 also, and 1 if someone is attacking me. Don't use your V now, and you can put it for later and begin to use it after this. For second spec Guardian, so actually if you want to do DPS, or you want to do things well, so you have, or you need to have this tab. So I will use tab and E, and just waiting a bit for sure. If you are playing dungeons, so you will have to use this after some time, or after you killing some ads, so you will have the 3 stats. This I need this is 3 stats, so I can do things. So until we have this, I will talk about things. So how to start these 3 stats? You have your Z, you have your V, you have your 4, and you have your E. All of them can do this. Now I have my tab, but I have to wait for this cooldowns before I try to go for my DPS. So actually to do this I need to go for my tab, then ZV, then right click my Divine Strike. After this I will have to use F a lot of times. That will make me have 2 stats because of Z and V. Then we'll use my 4, so I can go to the stance again. So I will have to do this fast. talisman, tab, ZV, divine strike, F, then F, because I have simple mode here, so I have to go like this, then I will have to use my 4, then go for tab again, divine strike. After divine strike I will have to use E, then go for my sword salvo. Then if I can get another divine strike, if you do things well, you will use it, then use your V. And it's like this, always try to stack until you get everything. So let me try this again. Talisman, tab, ZV, divine strike, F, then F again, then F again. So go on this, tab again, E, F, then F again, then F again. And I can't divine strike, so I will use my V here and just F a bit. If that happens, so I will have to right click a bit so I can get my F again, and it's like that. With my F it will make my E cool down, down, so I can go for it like this, then wait for my divine strike, then use my V, go for F. I have third one, so I will use it and use my F again, and things go like this. So that's how things is going. I have my 4, I can use it 3 times, no problem. I have my V now, so I can go for my tab, then E, then go for F, go for F. I have my divine strike, use my F again, use my F again, go for divine strike again. So that's how things is going. V4, I have my tab, so I don't have my divine strike. Going for F, going for F, use divine strike again, going for F, going for F again, going for F again. Can use my Z, can use my E, can use my tab, oh sorry, my V, going again, divine strike. Can use my 4 like this also, can stack, use my divine strike again, and things can go like this. V4, I have my tab again, so going for divine strike, do DPS, divine strike again, going for V again, and divine strike. So that's how simple it's going for the second spec. It's a bit hard for sure because you will have to focus on everything. You have 3 skills or 4 skills, can give you some stats. Also you have another 4 inside. Maybe if you forget this also, it can make some problems for you. So if as example I saw my E or V, one of them in cooldown, so I will use one of them and then I will use my F there. Also F is doing the break states, so it's not bad to use it for sure. Okay, and now for our main dish, that's third spec. So since it's simple like this, your V for sure is doing your misted damage, or sorry, your misted badge, so you have to use this. Your V is something important for your damage and resist, but it's not doing or trigger anything. Your 4 is triggering your bracelet, and your other 4, after you use your tab like this, it will trigger both the bracelet and soul badge, so that's something important you have to focus on. Your tab is a good skill and doing so much damage, so you have to use it on the right time. Tab like this is not that important, just stacking, so you can have this bar for sure for the resist. Also there is one tab, actually I don't see it that important because I felt it doing some bad damage for me or make me use it, so it will make some problem. So actually I disabled this one. I felt it have 0 damage almost. It's doing some damage from something happen, but actually if you will use something in this place or in its place and there is a lot from this, so this skill is useless. So for me, I actually disabled this and I will play without it because it messing with my DPS things and my rotation for sure. Second thing for the talents, so go for all 1, especially if you are doing any demon bin dungeons, so you can do your break skills. If you are fighting a lot of things like fighting on Sanctum of Masters or anything like this and you want to pull things, so you can use this one instead of this one, but actually I prefer this one. And nothing maybe that very important away from this, so whatever, we will go for this. For your main damage, I can say this tab is so strong skill, but actually what you need more is your RMB and RMB, and actually RMB also. All of your RMBs is doing a lot of damage, so that's something you have to focus on. So maybe they need the points more than anything else. Okay, so let's begin our rotation and begin to talk. So starting with this, so actually a lot said a lot of ways for the rotation, especially using this V on it. I don't use this C on any rotation. I don't see it that good anyway. Maybe you can use it as you are fighting for just the, I can say, the break, nothing more than this. But away from this, there is a lot of things can happen, and I will tell you the best rotation I can see. And something can happen because some use as example soul flare if you are playing with warlock as example, so he will use soul burn, so you will not use this on the normal time on this rotation. So how things I can see it, it's like this. You will go for 4, then go for tab. Okay, after this go for that, so you can go for soul burn, then go for tab again, so you will do the skill there. It's doing so heavy damage. You will have to right click a bit. You can use your V on this time, or you can use it, it's not making that big difference. Then use the other 4 because it's super important. After this right clicks, then you will find your other tab coming, so you will use it and end your rotation like this. So let me show you. So 4 tab, that, then tab again, right clicks a bit, then go for 4. Then I can do this, can use my V on this time and use my tab, and that's how it go. Okay, away from this, right clicks, go for your V, or sorry, your 4. After your 4 and the end of this, you will go for V, then switch between both of them like this. You will always do it like that, and you will have to resist everything with this way. If you find yourself using any wrong skills, so maybe you can go for the tab. Okay, after you did this tab, so you have to use it, use your tab, use your 4. Okay, so you can gain everything. You can use your V here, it's not a big problem. Use your tab again here, so you can do heavy damage, and go for your bracelet. It's about to finish, so I will use my 4 first, then we'll go for V, we'll wait a bit, then go for 4. That's how things it can go better, or it can, I could do this better than this, but whatever. So the other scenario can happen for sure if you go for your that, or someone used the soul burn, so you don't have this that, or you don't care about it, or even if you use it nothing will happen. So you will have to go for your 4, then tab, then you can use your V. As after you are using your tab, you have a bit small delay until you can use the other tab. So in this time you can use any other skill, and after you use it, you can use your normal tab, so you can do your damage and do the same rotation, and you have no problem. So we'll say soul burn is used, so for tab, can go for V, then tab again, right click a bit, then go for 4, and right click a bit until I get my tab again like this, then use my tab. So actually I went for some good damage, so I don't really feel that big different if you use your that later or early. I feel most of them is good. So if you are doing well, you have no problem if you are the one with, or the only one with soul burn. But if you are not in control, so maybe you will have to use this rotation instead of the other one. So that's how the rotations is going for the 3 of them. So now let's do a DPS test. So I will put the 3 of them together next to each other. Also I will not use simple mode because simple mode is doing bad or will not make sense fair. So I want to see everything well away from if you will use it or not, that's something about you, but it will not make sense fair because not all of them is good with simple mode. So we will try all of this. And actually for the warden on the first spec, because it have a good skill with 1, as I said, I will put another try with using this one on another boss. I know I can tank this well and I can do damage on it, so I can show you this so we can see the real DPS we can do with the warden for sure first spec. So let's go for all of this.
Getting stronger every day.
and if you are fighting something big also it will be better for third spec, as it will be better on DPS, on sustained DPS for sure, and also in the controlling for the boss and for the resist and everything like this. So in the end I can say I like the third Spec Warden. It's having some good animation and having a great good or a good DPS. It's one of the best tanks for sure on these days. Maybe it's the best because it has so much resist. And also if you are playing anything else, if you want to play the first or second spec, so you have everything, you have your rotation and you have everything, so it's something about you. For sure a lot like to play Guardian for the Divine Strike, some other like Madness because it's so easy, but I don't see third spec is so hard, or maybe I can say it's fair, so easy to play, not something big, just understand the rotation and do things well and everything will be good for you. And that's it for this video, so hope you enjoy it. For sure it's a bit long, so sorry for this guys. So anyway, don't forget for sure to like the video, subscribe if you didn't, that will help me so I can make more videos, and actually I can continue making videos for Blood and Soul because I really begin to feel so bad about this and want to make videos for some other games because of this, so help me for this guys, so I can stay at least making some videos for Blood and Soul. So thank you for watching, see ya in the next video guys, bye bye.